Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm here to give you my thoughts on Luton losing 2-1 away from home. We've now lost 9 away games. That's right, 9 away games since our relegation from the Premier League. We've only won 1 away game in the whole calendar year in 2024. I'm super glad this is the last game of 2024. It's been a horrific year with a relegation and awful away form, and I could just really hope that 2025 is 10 times better. But it's another defeat. Don't let the red card distract you from the fact that even with 11 players we were still very poor, especially going forward. I thought there were elements of our play defensively we were good, but ultimately going forward we offered absolutely nothing, and I've referred to this on plenty of occasions throughout the last couple of weeks that going forward we are very predictable, we're poor, and Swansea just dealt with us extremely easy. It was so easy for them to deal with us. We literally played to their game plan. They controlled the game extremely well. They could have had more goals than just the 2, and I'm surprised it took them that long, to be fair, to get their second goal. But I thought they were brilliant, and even in the last time in the home fixture against Swansea, I thought they were unlucky not to walk away with the 3 points, but on this particular occasion they got the 3. But we were awful. But don't let that red card distract you from the fact that we were still poor. So I've done a load of notes because I didn't want to miss anything. So let's talk about the starting 11 that played. Amari Bell came back into the side following a muscular injury. Again, I don't understand this decision, because the whole point why we've got an injury crisis at the moment is because our defenders keep getting muscular injuries. So why are we rushing Amari Bell back when we've got players on the bench to figure this all out? So I don't understand why we did that. It baffles me, to be fair. Mans Anderson, again, it looks like he's broken down. He's not fit. Don't think we're ever going to see him play properly, so we might as well sell him. I'm getting sick and tired of him, if I'm being honest with you. It's not bad luck anymore. How can you keep breaking down from your injuries? It's ridiculous. Nakamba starting. I was actually delighted to see this. I actually wanted Nakamba to start, but from that performance against Swansea, he looks miles off the pace. The injury to his knee, which he sustained last season in the Premier League, has clearly had a massive impact on him, and he's just not. He doesn't look the same player. He really does look miles off it, and I don't think he can compete at this level anymore. That knee injury looks like it's taken a serious hit on him. Chong played right wing back. We had 3 right wing backs on the bench in Moses, Hashi and Walters. Walters obviously came back from his broken foot injury, which is nice to see. I thought he did okay when he came on the pitch when we were down to 10 men. And then we had the same attack, and I've been referring to our attack, how predictable it is, how we don't have a plan B, and we just don't play to our strengths. With our 2 target man strikers, you need to be putting crosses into the box. We didn't do that. We barely got into Swansea's half, and you have to say full credit to Swansea there. In terms of the referee's performance, yes, it was massively inconsistent. I can't believe Swansea only walked away with 1 yellow card, and that came towards the latter stages of the game. Lots of inconsistencies. There was literally identical same fouls, but yet we were getting yellow carded for it, but Swansea players weren't. That was really frustrating. You could argue and say McGuinness was extremely lucky to actually not have been sent off. First yellow card was really stupid. Cullen in the midfield, he was in our heads. He was in our heads. He literally, every one of them, they just couldn't, handle, the shithousery of Cullen. I just couldn't believe how they were just getting rattled by him. It was pathetic. It was stupid. And McGuinness ended up getting a yellow card for pushing him and basically punching the ball out of his hands. But then he could have got given a second yellow card for that trailing arm. Depending on what type of referee you've got, they might have sent you off for that. But then he did kick the ball away straight away from that after the referee blew his whistle. So McGuinness, very lucky man to have didn't get that second yellow card. But in terms of talking about the first half, we started well, first 5 minutes, brilliant, high pressure. We forced a mistake from the goalkeeper, who gave the ball straight to Morris, good control, good finish, and that was the only shot of the game, which was a gift. Pathetic really, and By the way, that shot came in the 5th minute of the match. Our next shot, which I recorded, came in the 57th minute, which was a McGuinness shot, by the way. Pathetic. But it's just pathetic. So yeah, that's what happened in the first half. Kaminsky nearly gave Swansea a goal. He miscontrolled the ball when he came to claim it. He dropped it, and Swansea, unlucky, didn't get the equaliser there. But Swansea's first goal basically comes from us not clearing the ball. We're just ball watching a little bit. We're slow to react, and Swansea get the goal from the corner. Actually, the way we defend set pieces has been quite poor this season. I've actually looked at the stats. I didn't realise we were that bad, but we are that bad. There were a couple of penalty shouts for Swansea. I didn't think there were. I thought they would be very soft penalty shouts. Chong definitely didn't foul the player, which Swansea fans were going absolutely mental for. So that was pretty much, I guess, the first half summed up. Second half, what else? I'm just looking through my notes. It ain't much, to be honest. We had here we go. Golden chance to get a second goal in the game, which could have changed the outcome. We managed to win the ball. Nakamura's got his back to goal. He doesn't look to his left-hand side, because if he did, he would have saw Colton Morris free, unmarked, who pretty much would have had a tap-in. Swansea ended up losing the ball again. He decides to give it to Elijah Adebayo, and we lose the ball. It was a fantastic golden opportunity to make it 2. And then, if we just talk about Joe Johnson, the 2 yellow cards. Again, I thought the second one, yeah, you just can't do that when you're on a yellow. That's inexperience for you. That's him being youthful. He'll know not to do that again. But it's funny how we've got so many red cards this season, where last season we didn't get a single red card. So that's disappointing. So we're now going to miss him, because this is his golden opportunity to have a run into the side, especially with Alfie being out injured. And unfortunately, him getting that second yellow card, he's going to be missing for the next game, which is against Norwich on New Year's Day. We go into that game on back-to-back away defeats. And then the second goal, which eventually happened, Pelly, he didn't do well when he came on the pitch, I have to be honest, and I am a Pelly fan. The ball started outside. The goal scorer actually played it into the midfield, played it into the centre of the pitch. He then runs into the box. Grimes puts a cross into the box. I think Darling wins the first header. He plays it across goal, and that same player which started the move, which Pelly was actually marking, Pelly loses his man, and it's just a free header at goal, unmarked, and Swansea end up walking away with the 2-1 victory. Swansea deserved the win. Edwards, I'm just fed up with him now. I want him to resign. As I've already mentioned, even with 11 players on the pitch, we literally went 50 minutes of today's game not having a shot at goal. We don't look like we are ever going to score. We're very predictable. It's been happening for the last couple of weeks. He has the personnel to change this. Tactically, he's very stubborn. Tactically, he's not adaptable whatsoever. And even when we went down to 10 men, with Joe Johnson with the sending off, he's still committed at playing with 3 centre-halves. You know, when we last got the red card away from home against Blackburn, we actually moved to a back 4, which made us a little bit better defensively, and also going forward we were able to progress up the pitch. When we went to 10 men against Swansea with Joe Johnson getting sent off, we carried on playing with the 3 centre-halves. Walters ended up going as a right wing back, Chong went as left wing back, and literally going forward we offered nothing. Now I know I don't have my coaching badges. I know a lot of people are going to say, Lewis, you're absolutely delusional. You might have a fair point in saying that. However, this is what I would have done during that moment. I would have gone right to a back 4. I would have played with 4 midfielders. So I would have brought on actually Moses and Taylor with a bit of pace, because what you need to do is when you go to 10 men, you still need the other team to have something to think about. We didn't give them anything to think about. Literally, when we had that same formation with the 3 at the back, literally Swansea played a high line, and they were like, well, Luton are not going to attack us. And we, at 2 particular moments, we actually managed to break through. We progressed up the pitch, but we didn't show anything. We didn't have anyone to attack. If you actually played with 2 wingers in a 4-4-1, which is the formation which we should have done, we would have had 2 wingers able to help us progress up the pitch and attack him. So we would have caused Swansea a problem from counter-attacks. We didn't do that. We offered nothing. And I'm just sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of Edwards. Got it wrong before a ball was kicked. I would have taken a point before the game just to stop this losing streak away from home. But it's the same old stuff with him. I've had enough. Why does he deserve a January transfer window? I'm sick and tired of it. Why are people supporting him? If you support him, fair enough. We've got different, obviously, perspective from what we want for our football club. I don't see this getting better. And even if somehow he manages a miracle and changes all around, it won't happen this year. It won't happen next year. It might take 2 years. I'm just sick and tired of it. And yeah, I want him to resign. He said himself that he would resign. He would leave the football club when it becomes too much, and he's now not, I guess, wanted by the fans. Surely majority of the fan base have turned now. I don't understand how you can still support him. I guess people will support the football club, and regardless of what decision they make, I still support the football club, but I do, as I do, have an opinion on everything they do. It's just sad because this isn't my football club. I don't know what I'm watching. We're literally gone backwards, and that's a warning sign. So I want him gone. That's the end of the video. Check out my next video tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you all, tomorrow, I guess.